Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Glenn, and I'm the host of UFC Breaks on YouTube, where we open up UFC cards, we rip packs every Monday, and we give away a lot of those cards for free. So feel free to check us out. One of the questions that we get asked a lot is how to ship products correctly. And I've got some giveaways and some different, and a pack of parallel cards that we're going to sell. This is a parallel pack. There's 40 cards in there, all parallels that we sell on the site. So I'm going to take a look. We'll show you how to do this. There's a graded card, a PSA card, just different kind of sizes. I'm going to get into it real quick. This will cover like plain white envelope, UPS shipping, any of the eBay stuff. I'll show you exactly how I do it and how you can do it so that your cards are safe. And even if you're shipping cheaper cards, it's still going to be done right. And when the person gets on the other end, they should be happy and satisfied with it. The first one I'm going to do here, this was actually a giveaway we did from like about a week ago or so. And this is just like a small and two Ilya Taporia cards. These are from Goodwin Champions, and they're just kind of like base cards or like minor parallels. But I thought they're cool because it's an Ilya Taporia card. So we've got this here as a giveaway, and what we do is we use these. I'll show you what the sleeves are. This is what I use: BCW graded card sleeves. And there's no acid in them. It's all just plastic or whatever, and it's basically won't corrode your cards, won't mess them up. But that's what I use, and I find that they're the best size. And there's a little peel tab here, which comes right off, and that's resealable too. And so you just fold it right over the top. It's a little weird doing it on camera, but you fold it over the top, and you'll notice I don't use painter's tape because I think it's actually a negative. A lot of guys say, "Oh, you got to use painter's tape." Well, here's the thing: the way I got it is just this nice plastic film over the top. So even if the card goes upside down or whatever, it's going to be in the mail. It's not going anywhere. And even if it were to get all the way to the edge and touch the plastic, it stops, right? Because it's right over the top. Painter's tape, I feel like if it's touching glue and adhesives, that's a negative. So that's what I do. And then the next step for this, it's super easy. Let's say I'm going to ship this for less than $1. Okay, these are old business envelopes. Don't worry about the address. So I take a piece of paper, plain white sheet of paper here. I fold it just like you would a letter into thirds. See, I got it right there. And I take the cards, and in this case, max I do is 2 base top loaders. That's all. I won't do more than that. So I put 2, I put on the side, and let me just zoom it back here so you can see it. I do it just like this, and I'm going to put a piece of tape on it there. Now, you can add 2 more, so you can do a maximum of 4 cards in this one envelope. If you go thicker than that, good chance it's going to get messed up and never get there. So let me grab my tape gun. Also, if you're doing a lot of these, call Uline. that's the company. You can get enough tape to supply you for like 5 years for about $40. Okay, so I got it in there. I tape it in there because I don't want it moving around in the envelope. I see a lot of videos, guys are just throwing cards in envelopes. Don't do that. Tape it in there. Fold it up just like it's a letter. Okay. It's going to go in this envelope. Slides in, fits perfect. Seal it up here. I gotta get new ones with the sticker. I'm still licking. And also, if you are licking, some of you guys will be, put another piece of tape on the back, just to be sure. Okay? So this, now, I would take my plain white envelope from eBay, and you print the label, it just goes right there. Or I put a stamp a lot of times. Also, if you're shipping international, a cheap way to do it, buy international stamps from the U.S. Post Office. They're like $1.50 each. You get a sheet of 8, but you put it on there. You can ship to Canada, Mexico, Europe, all over the place. You can check. Sometimes it requires 2. Usually it's 1. So that's it. That's a giveaway that I just wrapped in like a minute while filming it and talking about it. So that's one giveaway that I had. It's done. Now, what do you do if you have something bigger, or let's say something a little more expensive? Maybe you don't want it to go in the mail. So this was also a giveaway. It was a blaster we opened up with Derek Lewis. Ian Gary doing well. And this was actually really cool. Funkmaster, that's Aljamain Sterling. This card's numbered to 25. Pulled it out of a blaster. You can see it over there on the side. So this card, you say, okay, like, these are nicer, right? So let's wrap them up. Let's get a little more protection on here. So first thing I'm going to do, I top load all of them. If it's more than just like a basic card, or if I have some that are top loaded already, I'm going to just top load them all. So you might say, oh, you don't need a top loader for a silver, but this is going to somebody. Like, typically, that's what I'm going to do. If there's one top loaded, I usually top load them all. And then I feel like you just get like a more flush product there when it's all said and done. If if you got loose ones and top loaders and all kinds of stuff, like, it's not as good. Okay, so these are all top loaded. Nice. So what do we do next? You got to put them back in the bag. Who won this? Beer Slayer. Congratulations. So same thing. We just put them in here, seal them, pull it down tight. It's way easier when you're not filming it, I promise you. So you get it on there. Now this is tight, right? Like they're not going anywhere. They're not upside down. I'm not going to put this in an envelope though. So what I'm going to do next is I get this. A lot of guys are using cardboard. That's fine. These I buy a case of like 500 for 30 bucks or something. I just think it's more professional. And again, especially if I'm selling higher end cards, I like having something a little bit nicer. It's just thicker cardboard. It's not going to bend super easy. But basically, we take this, put Ian, Gary, and the boys right in the middle, put another one on top, and then I hit the tape gun again. So I'm going to do all 4 sides. Let's just do this. It's I normally do this like standing up, so it's a little awkward, but that's it. That's 2, and then I'm gonna do 2 more. There we go. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Now the correct envelope. You'll see a lot of guys use these because they're cheap, and you can get like whatever it says on there, 1,000 of them cheap. Don't use this. It's too small. Use this. You buy these on Amazon. You get yourself like 100 for 20 bucks or something. This is the right size. Put this in here. I go sideways. I'll show you why. So once I do that, I'm going to fold it. Not to conserve on shipping, but just to make it flush. I don't want like all kinds of stuff hanging out on the end if I can avoid it. So I'm going to seal this up. One more piece of tape. Boom. Beer Slayer giveaway on the way. Now, I'll print a UPS label. If you don't know, you can go to pirateship.com. They have excellent prices, and it's a way that you can get whatever postage you need for anywhere in the world. I use it all the time. So you get your label, you print it. I have a regular ink printer. It's nothing fancy. It goes on here. Done. Okay, here's a bigger one. Let's take a look at this. So this is if you have a bunch of stuff. And also, if you don't know already, just these regular penny sleeves. I use the Ultra ones. There's some cheapo ones at Walmart that are like thick and feel weird. I don't recommend that. Buy the Ultra ones. You get a 4-pack for like 10 bucks. And a pack being stacked. Like they're thick. You get 4 of them for like 10 bucks. Do that. All right, so you sleeve these up. This is 40 cards that we sold for 20 bucks. They're all parallels. Every single thing in here. This is going out to somebody who just bought one. Okay, so well, how do you ship this? It's easy. We're going to basically split this in half. Get about 20 cards in there or so. We'll drop that one off. It's 20. And I'm going to use these team bags, is what these are called. That BCW graded card sleeve. It's called a team bag. And we just slide them in here. Okay. Again, if these cards, if each one individually is worth like 100 bucks, ship them individually. But if you've got like from a break or a bunch of inserts or whatever, if you've got some like cards, these are all worth like between $1 and 10 bucks probably. And we do it just as kind of like a service. So we slide these in. So they're all in sleeves, and then I'm putting them all in this team bag. Same thing, we're gonna just fold it over here. Now, these cards aren't going to get loose, right? Push down a little bit. Same thing now. Exact same thing as before. Put those out. Put them on here. They're stacked. Bang. We're going to tape them. And then they're both going to slide into this black envelope. I won't bore you with the taping, but that's what's going to happen. They're both going to just get taped up. You slide them in there sideways. Same thing. 1, 2. This will fold a little bit less. It'll be like that. We tape it. Done. Okay, next one. This one's great. That's a classic. I'm not selling this, but for an example sake, this is where the cheapo yellow envelopes come in. So we're not going to wrap cardboard around this and do all kinds of things. What we're going to do is we open this yellow envelope. It's got bubbles on the inside. Take that, close it as tight as you can, okay? And we take one of these bigger black ones, and we just shove it in there. Done. Okay? That's it. So if you're shipping a slab, it's surrounded by bubbles and an envelope inside another one. That's it. Easy. And again, this takes what, like 20 seconds? And then you just put your label on there and you're done. This is, in my opinion, the right way to do this. So I wanted to just show it off. I know there's other videos, but I see all kinds of stuff. So I just want to share. If you have any recommendations or improvements, let me know. But this is what I do. This is how I package everything. And we've sold thousands of cards, wrapped them like this. So hopefully it'll help you, especially this, the plain white envelope. You can get 4 cards in here and ship it for a stamp. Don't overlook the plain white envelope. I've done, I don't know, 1,000 or something like this. I've probably only had like 3 or 4 ever legitimately get destroyed. And then there's a couple of just weirdo situations that can happen. But that's about it. So little part of my tutorial here. I hope you enjoy. Thanks, everybody. See ya.